Hello and welcome to a new team review. Today I played triple IST. I don't know, I played triple IST yesterday on a stream, and I actually went on an 8-win streak with this team, which seems like so stupid because we have so many fire types right now in the meta and so many fighting types. But this team actually worked out. I don't know why. Definitely, of course, not balanced. Triple ice is, I don't know, if you imagine this is perfectly balanced, it's not. But it's actually not that bad. The only real weakness here are, I guess, really fire types, and that's it. Because for fighting types, we have Charm A-Tails as lead here. And we basically bait out the fighting type anyway if you go into the Dugong, and Dugong can still most of the time get a shield because it's so bulky. And can debuff the fighting type. And then we have A-Slash in the back, which definitely does not want to see any fighting type because it's 4-time weak to it. And so we basically get that out of the way. We can charm the fighting type down with our lead and then maybe win with our A-Slash in the back. And that was basically the idea behind that. And it worked way better than expected. Of course, first game we had a solid lead as well, but we also had some fire type leads and stuff like that. Okay, Victory Bell is also not a good lead for me. I have to go into Dugong even though his moves are super effective. He goes into Golduck. I mean, what the hell? But that's actually fine for us. We can just go for the Icy Wind. And I think he's actually gonna get close to KOing me here and can farm me down with Wonder Fusion, which is unlucky, but it's fine. We're just gonna go into Ninetales, just farm all the way down. My opponent runs also Bubble Beam here, I think. Yep. And we can just farm all the way down. Have a Weather Ball stored for the Victory Bell if it comes back in. It does come back in. We're gonna get a shield here 100%. There's no other way. We can swap out. And he has a Lowland Mark in the back. And this is basically a good game because we have Bulldoze. We can just go straight for Bulldoze twice. I think there's only way there would if we bait him first and then I don't know. There's no way he can win actually. I don't know any way where he can win this. We can just go straight for the Bulldoze. KO this one Muck and we're gonna win this. He has actually Acid Spray. Okay, that might be a way how we can get back into this game. Imagine having a Muck with Acid Spray and the Victory Bell here in the lead. Ugh. I also thought of using a Victory Bell for one set or something. I have a team of mine which I might use, but we have to see. Next opponent has Beedrill. This is super horrible for me because I have a Charmer in the lead basically. We can go into Dugong and he tried to swap out in time for the Seeking, which didn't really work out here. But he has a triple Legacy Seeking, which is crazy. I don't if you want to invest in the Seeking, just don't. Just saying that. I don't think the triple Legacy Seeking has any play right now. Maybe Kanto Cup is his best, but do you really want to invest 3 Elite TMs just to have a Pokemon that's semi-decent for Kanto Cup? I don't think so. And the normal Great League is just not good, sadly. It is just not good. Here we can just, he actually swaps out first, which is so good. Because they're running against our Dugong, chaos that, but now we can align our Sandslash against the Beedrill, and the Beedrill does resisted damage with the quick move there because we are steel typing. We can shield it once if he goes a Drill Run here, and we can farm all the way down, have enough energy, can realign. The Seeking is basically dead, no depends what he has in the back. And he has a Charizard in the back, which is actually not good for us. Fire type, but he has Ring Attack, which is really good for us because now we can just go for the Ice Punch. He actually tries to Sack Swap on the Seeking. I'm just gonna go for the Ice Punches, and I don't have to shield here. I'm just gonna get a lot of damage with my quick move on him. You've seen Peter here. If it's Blast Burn, I let it go. Then he's at 0 energy right now. It is Blast Burn, and I have still my Ninetales, which can just farm all the way down. Good game. Nothing he can do here anymore. Dragon Claw, yeah, nice. Have fun with that. Definitely necessary to throw that. We have Marek lead. And I thought, oh god. But it's actually Hex, which is better for us. Kinda better for us, I guess. I'm actually gonna go for the wrong move here. I should have went for the Psyshock. I expected him to shield this, so that's why I went for the Weather Ball. But he goes for Shadow Bone and baits me here, and I expect, okay, there's no way this is gonna be a Fire Blast now. Guess what? Ouch. But still, we can maybe win this game here. If it's you against this thing, now we can go for another Shadow Ball. This thing just gonna wreck us completely here. But he goes into 9 which is interesting. I have my hardest counter here in the back. He goes to Wiggly Tough, so he's double charm team, which is super solid for me, as I have my Sandslash here, which resists charm, and I still have my Dugong, which is also super solid. But still, it's not over because you see how much charm does. Actually, there's like a lot of discussion right now about how broken charm is and if charm should get nerfed. In my opinion, it should not get nerfed actually, because I think it's a super wallet strategy if you just don't use double charm. I mean, it's like a Pokemon that can then counter fighting types and dragon types who are like super attack weighted and super offensive, so you cannot like swap your fighting type like brainless into something, which I think is more beneficial for the meta than that it is like without charm. So I don't think they should actually nerf charm at all. I think they should give us a different option for a better fairy type quick move, and here we just win like 1 HP in the dream. But I don't think we should actually nerf charm. But that is my opinion. There's a lot of talk about that right now, and how broken charm is and whatever. But in my opinion, we should not even nerf that, because then you're gonna see like so many fighting types, especially I think, gonna go wild. Because at least for the dragon types, you still have like steel types like G-Fisk who are good, but for fighting types, like you have psychic types, like everybody needs to run Hypno again or what? Not a lot of good psychic types, sadly. Here we have 9-tails against us, which is also not really good for us. We see so many fire types in this matter, but he swaps into Wild Wind. I think thanks for giving me the win here, because now we can just go into our Sandslash, throw our move, and yeah, good game to my opponent, I would say. Congrats on having 2 shields at the end. Maybe not the wisest play. Next opponent we have Daiki. Miraculate, oh god. Really not good for us. Like you see, we get like hard cutted all the time here right now. I'm gonna let this go, I think, because I know I survived the Shadow Bone, but I also know that he most likely not gonna shield the Psyshock then, because he expects something that is like really good against it in the back, and then it's not really worth it to shield that, and we get him actually super low. Now we get in some ice shots here, and we should be able to KO this thing before he gets to another move, and we have a lot of energy stored here, and he goes into Lepers, and I thought, not really cool, and he goes into Snorlax, and that's not really cool. It's just not really a good matchup right now. Not looking fine for us. This is actually like horrible. But actually, like Ice Punch does more than I expected, because it's Shadow. We actually can 2-shot it, and we're gonna be able to shield here. It's gonna be interesting. Superpower. Okay, yeah, I guess he goes to double superpower here. Yeah, I wanted to throw my other move here. Yeah, he goes to double superpower, so it's double debuffed. I can just farm all the way down now. And I have so much energy that I expect my opponent to think that I'm gonna go for the big move already, which I don't, and I'm just gonna swap into my Dugong so I can debuff him. Maybe there's a chance still. Gonna be really difficult though to come back from this, because Lapras is actually really good against Dugong and against Sandslash, and yeah, I don't know. Like my moves, I think is armor moves double resisted. I think they are. I think it's only single resisted, is it? I don't know. I'm not sure if ice is not super effective against ice, but I think it's neutral. But no, I think it's resisted. I have no idea actually right now. But it's fine. We can just go straight for the icy wind here. We can. Okay, we can take the surf. We actually die from that, and now it's gonna come down if we can like survive the surf now. He's double debuffed, I think, so we should be able to survive that. But can he get to another one? We survived that barely. Goes for the ice shot. We can go for Ice Punch, but doesn't Ice Punch KO that thing? It actually does, and we just win like barely, and the time runs out there as well. Next opponent we have Primate Bleed. At least we see it in the lead, which is good for us. And he stays in for a bit and goes then into Electrode. I think I'm just gonna swap out into my Sandslash, because I don't want to face a fighter on my Sandslash. So we're gonna shield. Yeah, I think my opponent runs Hyper Beam on the Electrode instead of Discharge, which is fine. I see that play. Just gonna go for the Ice Punch. Expect that my opponent gonna get a shield here anyway against me when I go for another Ice Punch. So that's why I shielded there as well. But he does not shield, which is interesting, because now it's kind of scary, because he can actually farm me all the way down before. I go to my Dugong, because it does not matter, both moves are 3-turn moves, and I think Dugong is a bit better off. I had to shield anyway, and he has a Snorlax in the back, which is super good. And now I can throw one Icy Wind, go into my Ninetales, throw the Weather Ball I stored up before. And now he's basically out of shields. He has to throw here, and I'm actually gonna get to my next move before he can KO me with his lick damage, which puts me in a super solid spot. Actually, I should still survive a counter, shouldn't I? But I guess not, but my Ninetales also didn't move at all, but we're still gonna win this. Good game to my opponent. Next opponent has 90 lead, but with Powder Snow, which is super solid for me. My backline is also good against this. Was super quick, so I knew it was Psyshock. There's no other way here. And he goes into Lapras. And I make a bit of a mistake here. I go for the Psyshock, expecting that I get there before he gets to Surf, but we actually get there at the same time. Which I did not expect, because we actually had like so much energy lead there. Now I have to go into my duo. At least we got some extra damage on him. It's Water Gun Lapras as well, which is interesting. Dugong resists the water type moves, we can just go for the Icy Wind, debuff him, and hope that we can win this matchup, because we don't want to face Lapras at all with our backline. Lapras is super horrible. You could actually run this team also with Lapras in the back instead of A-Slash, then you have like basically the same typing in the back twice, which is always kind of nice. It's a bit more of an ABB line, even though it's also kind of AAA line. But yeah. He goes back into Ninetales, we go into our Sand Slash, because we don't... I don't know what my opponent throws here, I know that he doesn't even have Dazzling Beam, so it does nothing. But he has a Hypno in the back, and we have like a lot of energy here, so we're not in the worst spot ever. I'm not gonna try to... what's he called? Not gonna try to... deny his Quick Move, because Quick Move denying in Europe is basically impossible. If you're in the US, you can try that, but in Europe, it's just not worth it. Most of the time, the opponent just gets an extra quick move in, and yeah, it's just not worth it, in my opinion. Here we catch the Fire Punch, which was kind of huge here, but my opponent catches the Icy Wind, which is also kind of huge for him. But I can farm down the Ninetales all the way, so he basically is forced to throw here, because we would get to Icy Wind. And he throws the Fire Punch, and we get the Ice Punch before him. So a good game to my opponent there. We're still like on a win streak here. I think that was the 8th game already. I don't know. We have Ninetales against Raiju. Yeah, that is the game I think I lose. And I could have won this as well, actually. Because what I'm doing here is I'm just gonna throw my move. Gonna throw one more quick move after that, because then he is at 6, which is a double wide charge. I tried to catch the move on night and my Sand Slash, which worked out perfectly well. But I should have not shielded this one, because he goes for a Thunder Punch. He swaps out into Ninetales, which is super horrible for me. But now at least I can realign my Dugong against that, which is fine for me. But you're gonna see what he has in the back, and that's more the problem. We can just go for the Water Pulse here immediately. I hope that he does not shield, because he needs like shield for whatever he has in the back. And here he can KO us. I actually thought of shielding here, which might have won me the game. Because he has a Shadow Aerodactyl in the back, which KOs us here. What the hell, that would have destroyed us anyway, because like we have nothing for rock typing. Good game there. And next opponent we have Graveler against us. Graveler is also not good against us, because the rock does basically kill everything. He goes for Rock Blast Bait as well, which is bad for me. And yeah, I can just go into my Sand Slash. I would survive a Stone Edge here, but I know that he goes for 1 right now, so I'm just gonna shield the damage. And I know that I'm okay against the Hypno as well. I'm just gonna farm up to a lot of energy. He goes into Hypno, goes for 1 move. And now I can try to go for back-to-back moves here, I think. He's most likely gonna shield the second move anyway, because he has like so much energy, and most likely Fire Punch. So now it depends what he has in the back. He's gonna KO me here with a Fire Punch. Oh, he does actually not KO me, and there's a Golem in the back. And what I did here was actually even more stupid. I thought I still had a shield left. So because I thought there was shield left, I go into my Dugong, and yeah, this is not looking perfectly fine. I hope this would have done more damage, but no, you can go for a Rock Blast, I think. And I don't get to my charge move in time. There's just no way I can get to my Weather Ball here. I'm one turn away. So basically both games were, I think, winnable, which we lost here, which is kind of crazy. And going into the last game, we have Blastoise lead, which is okay, but also not like perfectly fine for me. I'm just gonna try to catch a move on the Dugong, because the Dugong does not really care. The Dugong is super bulky. We can just try to go for some Ice Rings against the Hypno. I don't have to shoot anything here. I can realign my Sand Slash afterwards against it again. And if this is a Thunder Punch, I think I survive actually. It is. I survive with 1 HP. I can go for another Icy Wind, which helps me a lot in this matchup. And now we can go into actually our 9 hits and farm all the way down, because then he does not get to an extra move. He goes into Marowak, and Marowak is just like the worst thing ever to face. Especially with Fire Spin, like there's no way we can win this, I guess. Oof. Yeah, this does not look really good for us, but... He goes into Blastoise, so maybe we can just like farm him down here after shield. There's nothing really we can do here, I think there's like... Oh, he lagged a bit, but okay, he got the extra moves and back again. We can just go for the Ice Punch. He has like 2 shields, like as if we could win this game anymore. It's just like not possible, sadly. But I mean, good game to my opponent here. There is definitely no way where we can win this, and yeah, we go for the Weather Ball to win this game. So good game to my opponent, and I see you in the next video. Hope you have fun in Kanto Cup, and yeah, see you next time.